Happy Friday, co-creators, and welcome to another edition of Teena Sessions, 365 inspirational quotes with me, your life coach, Teena Jones. How is everyone doing on day number 41? Hope your day was wonderful and fantastic. All my loyal viewers, you know how much I love, adore, and appreciate each and every one of you. And if you are new, what took you so long? We're at day number 41. I'm only kidding. Go back to Teena Sessions number 1. Kind of bring yourself up to speed only if you want to. It doesn't matter to me when you dived in. I'm just glad you chose to do so. And so let's get started, you guys. I'm ready to kick today's session off talking about the human spirit and how strong the human spirit is. We're going to celebrate you today. All right, let's start off with the quote of the day. It's by an author by the name of Vic James, and it goes like this. There's no magic more powerful than the human spirit. And I couldn't agree more. I want to do something a little different than what I've done in previous sessions, and I'm going to read you this wonderful, it's a short poem about the human spirit that kind of solidify what we're going to be discussing today. And so when there's challenges, where there's obstacles, when there's things you have no control of, the human spirit is there. Your life has meaning. Our mind has purpose. We can live life the way we want. And the human spirit, with the human spirit, you can do all the things you want. Allow yourself to become resilient. Be able to overcome all. With the human spirit, you are unbreakable. We are incredible. There's a reason we are here. The human spirit. Isn't that beautiful? I decided to do this show last night. It just popped into my mind. With all the goal setting and the things we talk about as far as removing blocks, I wanted to take the time out for you to look back over your life and look at the things that you have overcome. Oftentimes when we get past something very difficult, we celebrate or we breathe a sigh of relief for a moment or two. And then we're on to our next little challenge, or on with life. But sometimes it really helps us to propel ourselves into where we want to be by looking back and realizing that we've overcome some pretty heavy things. There are people that have overcome the death of children. They've lost kids. And that's never an intent of a parent, is to bury their child. Some of us have overcome diseases and terminal illnesses. Doctors had only given many of you maybe 6 months to live. And now it's 3 years from that time and you're still here. Some of you have gone through a messy, bad divorce or horrific financial hardship. Whatever it is, you have made it. And I wanted to highlight, if you will, some of the things right now, if you just take the time to review what you've gone through. And the purpose of it is to remind yourself that you can do whatever God puts in front of you. That your mind will have reviewed the situation before it happened and thought there's no way to go through anything like that. But you did you. And so I want you to take this time to pat yourselves on the back and feel a sense of appreciation for you mastering the skills of getting over something that would tear a lot of people apart. I look back over my own life and I've thought about some things that I've overcome. And it's like, oh my God, I can't believe I went through that. I was married very young and in my 20s and got divorced when I was 34. And in 2005, I was on the radio. I was living in Rockwall, which is a suburb of Dallas, in a waterfront home. Life was really good. And then one day it changed. The station format changed, so I was out of a job. My ex-husband at the time was doing things he shouldn't have been doing, and the feds came knocking at my door, and my whole world went upside down. So now he's in the federal penitentiary, and I have a child. At that time, John was probably 5 years old with no job, and I could not keep up the payments on my home, and it was just downhill from there. And I look back over that situation, and I think, how did I overcome that? And it was by the grace of God. The human spirit has allowed me to experience that so that I can be the life coach that I am for each and every one of you. And so know that oftentimes when you go through certain situations, you think you're the only one. And so you're not. You're not alone. And many times you think that you are, no one else is going through this. No matter how difficult and how painful those things are, know that you are not alone. And there are people that have gone through similar things that you're going through, and that you will make it. No matter how difficult or how dark it gets, that you can overcome, and I truly believe that there is good even in things like that. But while you're going through it, it doesn't seem this way. So I chose to talk about the human spirit today because I want to encourage people that may be going through something right now, and I want to celebrate people that have overcome some difficult things in their life. And you're still smiling. You still get up each morning and get dressed and put your makeup on and do your hair and, go out into the world. You haven't lost your mind. You haven't, taken your life. And that should be celebrated. That should be, you should look at yourself and look at the things you've overcome and say, only by the grace of God, and thank God that you made it through, and that you never realized how strong you were until you went through something like that, So I want you just to take a moment to review and celebrate you. And when you do things like that, it helps you in your current situation. It helps you to know that, man, if it got that bad for me and I went through it, then God will restore. He has a way of doing a retribution, if you will, of just not restoring you, but making it better because you went through something so, insurmountable, I would say. And so celebrate your life. Know that you are strong. You are a survivor. And that no matter what life has in store for you, you will make it because you have evidence of it. When you look back at your life, you can see that, man, I made it through that. And I'm still here, and I still wear a smile on my face. It didn't kill me. And that's what the ego tends to do, that sometimes when you, are worried about certain things, you think of the worst case scenario. Well, guess what? You have survived the worst case scenario. You're still here. And so the ego can't use that anymore. It's like, please, okay, if it doesn't work out, what's the worst thing that can happen? And you think of the worst thing, you're like, I done been through worse, and move on. And most likely, another solution come up that won't even happen. So it's designed to give you strength so that you can smile and not be afraid of life anymore. That's where I'm at right now. Is that, what? If I've overcome those things, whatever life has in store for me, I'll be okay. And I'm going to just excel. I'm going to use this as a stepping stone to excel to where I want to be. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to use your obstacles and the things you've gone through. It's like a propelling mechanism to propel you to where you want to be. It should give you great strength, freedom, and power to know that I've overcome some stuff, and I'm not only am I still here, but I look good doing it. How about that? And so that's what I want you to take the time to do. If you know someone that, that may be going through something or having a difficult time, please encourage them to view session 41 on Teena Sessions and give them some encouragement, because when we're out of our darkness, sometimes we can't remember right off that sometimes you're alone and you feel lonely and you feel that, like I said, no one else is going through this. Like, it's only me. You just feel that, God, I don't know anyone that could be going through this. And so, just know you're not. Know that you're not. And don't allow the ego to tell you, well, your thing is not that big. There are other people gone through worse. It's big to you. It's big to you. And it brought you to your knees. And so whatever that is, it's insurmountable for you. And that's the most important thing, And so I wanted to kick off Friday, our gumbo day, with talking about the unbreakable spirit. And it was a pleasure doing so. I want to, as time goes on, we have 365 days together. So, from time to time, I'll be sharing my own things that I've overcome. And it's what made me the life coach that I am today. I don't take my life for granted, not for one bit. And I'm so happy and grateful to serve you in this way. All right, so the affirmation of today is, everything that is happening to me is only for my highest good. I'll repeat it. Everything that is happening to me is only for my highest good. Well, it's time for the guided meditation. So let's get ready to get relaxed, get comfortable, turn down the lights if that's what you normally do, and let's have 1 to 2 minutes of just clearing our mind out and feeling good and relaxing so that we can have a wonderful, restful sleep tonight. How does that sound? All right, so go ahead and close your eyes and take a nice deep breath all the way in and release and let go. Once again, take a nice deep breath all the way in, release and let go. Thank you, God, that I made it through. I'm so happy and delighted with my life right now. I know everything is happening for my highest good, because you are a good God. You have my best interests in mind. And for that, I want to say thank you. Thank you for never leaving me. Thank you for being my comforter. Thank you for wiping my tears away. Thank you for grace and mercy. Thank you for this day. No matter what I may be going through, I know there's sunshine on the other side of this darkness. And so that gives me a sigh of relief, a sense of peace, knowing that this too shall pass. Thank you that this too shall pass. And so it is. Thank you all for a wonderful Teena session today. I'll see you tomorrow for day number 42.